Hello traders, Offensive from FX Link, and I'd like to welcome you back for our Sunday weekly market preparation. So, on this week's analysis, I'll be taking you through the pound CAD, where we will be looking at a possible shorting opportunity. So, without wasting any further time, let's get straight to the charts. So, as we get on our daily chart, which in this case is our higher time frame, this is where we just want to get the overall direction of the market, meaning this is where you want to form a bias or a decision, if ever, where we're going long, short, or staying aside. So if I try to zoom in, first thing I notice is that price action just gave us a push to our supply level. And particularly for my trading strategy, as soon as I see price action approaching an extreme level, by extreme I mean that when price action is approaching a demand or supply level, this is where I basically form my bias. So in this case, if price action is at a supply level, this is where I'm expecting to see aggressive sellers come in and looking to push the price down. So basically, in this situation, this is where I'll be looking for a shorting opportunity. Another thing I see is that if I take my tool and for my RSI, if I drop this across, you can see that our RSI is giving us a slope down. But if you try to apply the same thing to our price action, it's pretty evident that price action is giving us a sequence of higher highs. Now, this opposite is what we call a bearish divergence in this case. So if you saw our previous videos, I was talking about how a divergence in either a buying or shorting opportunity puts us in a place or a decision point. So at this case, if I try to zoom in, if price action was still this area when we hadn't seen the rest of this part, this is where it would have been at a decision point. This is where we have three decisions to take. The first one could be after getting a divergence and seeing our price action hitting a supply level, one trader might put his sell order right at this place, expecting price action to give him a really down. So as you can see, if ever we had such a trader who had his sell order meet at this point, there would have been improper as price action, they rolled over. And another part is that another trader, as soon as price action gave us a push back to our supply level, they would have been waiting for the next bar. Meaning, after having this massive bullish candle, they would have waited to get a confirmation from a bearish candle, and immediately at that close, this is where other traders would have been looking to enter this long opportunity. And just like the first option, they would also have been in profit at that point. So now, there's the last option, which is what I particularly trade. As soon as I'll get a divergence at a supply level, this is where I'll be specifically waiting for a retest of structure. So as you can see now, price action hit this area, gave us a divergence, rolled over, but now price action is looking to give us a push back up to this area, and this is where I'd get my retest of structure, and this is where I'd possibly looking to get active for my shorting opportunity. So as I leave the high time frame, I'm going down to the lower time frame with a bias of a selling opportunity. Now, as you saw in the high time frame, we just got a bearish divergence. I'll give that a point. Price action was at a major supply level, and I'll give that another point. So, as my partner was trying to emphasize in his previous videos, I hope you got to see these videos. If not, you can go to our YouTube page, FX Link, and you get all of our videos we've been putting out so far. So, you can go check these videos. I promise there's a lot of insightful material on that video. So, moving on. My partner was talking about how we should build a keys for entry, meaning we want to find more than one reason for our reason for entry. So hence I mentioned on the high time frame, we just had a bearish divergence, and I give that a 2 point. Particularly if I get a divergence on the high time frame, I want to give it a 2 point. So on this case, as I take my Fibonacci levels, I'm not really big on Fibonacci levels, but I just want to show you that how you can have multiple reasons for entry. If I take that from my swing high to this swing low, back down to this level, and let's try to zoom in to see where price is. You see that right at this area, close to where price action is, let's just say we have a 786. Now, if I take my extension from this swing low to this swing high, and as I try to push it down, look at our 618. Look at where it lands. Bam. 618 is exactly where we get our 786. Okay, let me try to remove this box so that we could have. Okay, I think that's more clear. So, right at our 786 is where we have our extension of a 618. So, if I could try to dig my box and draw a zone over here between our 786 and our extension 618, this is where we could have a potential kill zone. So, this is just to show you how we could build lower and more reason for entry. High time frame divergence supply level on now 4 hours, we just got a confluence of a 618 or a 786. So moving down to the lower time frame, so as we step down to our 1 hour, which is our execution time frame, the first thing I notice is this over here. If I can take this RSI, as you can see, the price action is our RSI is giving us a sequence of lower lows. And if I try to apply the same thing on our price action, it's pretty evident price action is doing the opposite, which is giving us our sequence of higher highs. So again, we have another bearish divergence on the 1 hour, and this could give this another point. So on this time frame, all we want to do is just place a possible so this time frame, this is where we just want to place our exact entry point and the stop losses. So this is our first case scenario. We're expecting price action to give us a push back to our kill box, and this is where we were looking to go in short. And if this does happen, we were looking to take profit back at this retest of structure, and the stop loss would have to be just a few pips above this week over here. Price action is at 18, so we were looking to put price action around 30 pips, 10 to 5 pips above our previous structure. As I also trying to emphasize, it all depends on your style of trading. So if this does happen, we'll be looking at a possible opportunity of risking 29 pips for a total reward of 92. But for this particular trade, I won't be as aggressive as putting a buy limit as soon as price action hits this area. What I'd rather wait for is that I'll wait for price action to give me a push to our kill zone, and I'd expect to see at least a reversal pattern. And after getting a reversal pattern, if for instance I'd get a doji, I'd wait for our next bar, our next bearish bar, and this way I'll be looking to put my sell order. So this is our first case scenario, and because I'm not, let me rather not say I'm not too sure about this, but price action might also be looking, if it decides to break the structure, it might be looking to push up to go retest this previous highs. And if this does happen, as I mentioned, we'll be waiting for a reversal pattern. So if ever we don't get a reversal pattern at this point over here, we'll be looking for price action to give us a push back up to this retest of structure. And as soon as price action does that, this way we're looking for another short-term opportunity, as price action will be just giving us more discount, so more pips for us. And if price action does happen, stop loss would have to be above this previous week, as status 37, we were looking to put it above at 47 pips, around 40 to 50 pips. So the second opportunity or scenario trade would offer us a risk of 47 pips for a total take profit of 120 121. So as you can see, the second trade is more profitable. So it doesn't really matter what the market will be doing, as long as the market will be going short, we'll be looking to take advantage of that really done. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button below, and if ever you don't want to miss any of this content as we release them on a weekly basis. Please hit the subscribe button, and we get plenty of this and better material than this. So for me, Offense, hope you have a great trading week, a profitable trading week for that matter, and see you next week Sunday again for another awesome market preparation. So yeah, peace.